stuck on the hamster wheel. Our eyes are glued to our phones. A world of filters, fake news, artificial connections, and endless video games. A world built on comparison instead of connection. Until one day, my hamster wheel came to an abrupt stop when I received an email from my best friend. Sweat rolled down my forehead. My hands were clammy. Time stood still. When I received the email, it was a hateful message that terrified me. I could never believe my friend, my best friend from 5th grade, could say or threaten me with that graphic detail and vulgarity. I thought I knew him, but I guess I didn't. That day, I realized the real danger of cyberbullying isn't just in the fear caused by the words, but it is how disconnected we've become that a person can treat others so cruelly behind the perceived shield of a screen. Hours upon hours in social isolation, stuck in a dark room. Just you, your phone, and an algorithm designed specifically to keep you hooked. Losing our sense of self, losing our sense of purpose, no longer mindful, no longer grateful. We focus on what divides us instead of what connects us. And this is not just based on my personal experiences. More and more data today is proving this. CNN reported that the average teen spends over 7 hours a day on screens. That is the amount of time spent on most full-time jobs. A recent survey suggests that 96% of Gen Zers can't even go to the bathroom without their phone. While 83% say that the relationship with technology isn't healthy. But if teens know it's bad, why aren't we disconnecting from it? Because we're being manipulated. Companies invest heavily in keeping us addicted to our phones, profiting from our attentions, and they have succeeded, as today we have become engagement machines. But how? Let me explain. Our brains are wired for connection. Oxytocin makes us want to bond with others, while dopamine makes it feel good when we get positive attention. But now we have been given technology that lets us press a button and get that dopamine hit 24/7. And when this happens over and over, it creates a dangerous loop. Our normal development gets hijacked, keeping us hooked and leashed to our devices. And the more we scroll, the more we chat, the more AI gives us the outputs that we want, the less connected we feel. The cycle continues, making it even harder to break. Kids are getting sicker while companies profit. Overuse of video games, social media, and AI correlates with poor mental health, more device addiction, more sleep disruption, more attention difficulties, more social comparison, more emotional and behavioral issues, and more loneliness, translating to more cyberbullying. But we do have the power to step off that hamster wheel of mindless scrolling and autoplay videos. Systems that don't just steal our attention, but amplify cyberbullying, harassment, and toxic comparison. After my experience with cyberbullying, I started asking questions in my life and in my podcast. I interviewed hundreds of medical doctors, psychologists, world-renowned experts, and New York Times best-selling authors. What I learned was surprisingly simple. The keys to a better world are mindfulness, gratitude, and community. So let's start with mindfulness. Put simply, being mindful is being fully present. When I'm mindful, I focus on what I see, hear, smell, feel, and even think, all without judgment. Anyone can do this just by paying attention to themselves, either by journaling or just by being alone with your thoughts in an intentional way. So after scrolling, ask yourself, do I feel inspired, calm, more connected to the people I care about? Or do I feel drained, anxious, maybe even sad? Mindfulness turns mindless scrolling into a moment of awareness. And awareness creates choice. So before you reach for your phone, ask yourself, why? Why am I going on my phone? What is my purpose? And if you realize you're doom scrolling or reacting emotionally online, mindfulness gives you permission to stop, to take a step back, and to choose how you use your time, your energy, and your words. Because when we're present, we're less reactive, and cyberbullying loses its power. So after mindfulness, the next key is gratitude. Negativity is everywhere, on the news, on social media, even at home when our parents are telling us what we're doing wrong. How many of us have experienced it? Now, how many of us actually like it? Exactly, no one. I mean, mostly no one. Research shows that negative information influences decisions more strongly than positive information, also known as negativity bias. And we've all seen it. A negative post gains way more attention than a positive one. This environment can affect our mind, body, and our soul, and specifically how we treat each other. So to counter this negativity, I start every morning by saying 10 things I'm grateful for. Actually, it's a song, but I'll spare singing it for you here, so you can thank me later. This simple morning gratitude routine shifts my subconscious mind from what's missing to what's meaningful. Gratitude breaks the spell of comparison. When we're grateful, likes and followers lose the power to define our worth. Gratitude reconnects us to purpose, to meaning, and to who we are beyond the screen. It literally shapes how our brain works, especially in teens, shaping behavior towards empathy, resilience, and connection. Because with gratitude, we are already enough. Our perspective can either be our pain or our power. And when we choose gratitude, we create the foundations for meaningful connections, stronger communities, and a kinder digital world. So, last but not least, community. You might not like everyone in your community, but community is essential. We are more social now, but lonelier than ever before. The World Health Organization says that 1 in 6 people worldwide say that they feel lonely, while teens ages 13 to 17 are the loneliest. Since the very beginning, we humans needed each other to survive and thrive. We can heal through our relationships, and the people we surround ourselves with don't just influence us, they shape who we become. Giving and receiving support from positive, loving relationships from friends, family, and even pets promotes healing physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Research even shows that positive communities can increase a teen's sense of belonging and purpose, boost happiness, reduce stress and loneliness, and increase a teen's self-confidence and self-worth. But finding a community doesn't have to be complicated. Just start by joining a school club or a gym, or just by volunteering your time at a place of worship, animal shelters, food pantries, park cleanups, or even community gardens. Don't let online relationships replace real-life connections. Mindfulness, gratitude, and community don't just improve our screen habits or how we connect online. Mindfulness, gratitude, and community can restore our humanity. The world didn't start broken, isolated, or mean. We built those walls, but we can also tear them down. Change doesn't start with 1 million people. It starts with one. The domino effect can start with you. One teen can influence a friend. That friend influences a circle. And slowly, isolation is replaced with connection. That's what I did. I was that drop in the ocean. I looked up from my phones and devices. I became more mindful, more grateful. I gathered with friends. I asked questions. I educated myself. And I chose to only use tech with a purpose and intention. Not as a substitute, but as a tool. And now I'm bringing this to you because I believe you can create change too. We deserve a world without hate or bullying, a world without loneliness, but a world filled with gratitude, love, and connection. We may have started on that hamster wheel, lost in screens, comparison, and noise, but we don't have to stay there. When we choose mindfulness, gratitude, and community, we step off that hamster wheel, and together we create that ripple effect, changing our friendships, our homes, our communities, and ultimately our world. Thank you.